Do or do not? There is no try. My future has not been written yet. Nobody but me is gonna change my story. The proper function of a man is to live, not to exist. I shall not waste my days on trying to prolong them. I shall use it my time. Purple as a color that is created by mixing red and blue. Colors that have completely opposite meanings and functions. It is an unstable and attractive color that combines passion and calmness. It was long and considered a noble color and has been respected an elegant and graceful color. Not only was a purple the most noble and precious color of the time, but purple fit the image of the flamboyant and stylishness, beautiful and sexy women. Purple, a very delicate color with both static and dynamic aspect. It not only effective and taking care of the mind and body, but it's also ideal color of confronting oneself. I feel that there is a reason why ancient people have treated purple with great care. Purple is exactly what we need today when we tend to an unstable due to various factors. In Japan, purple is a color of the highest rank in the system of the 12 grades of the crown established by Prince Shotoku and is still used in official events by the Emperor of Japan as well as on the tassels of the tail gyoji of small wrestlers. Purple is mysterious and fantastic, a color that bewitched, enchanted, and derided the mind, and invited us to extraordinary world with bewitched fragrances, and it is an image of nobility and dignity and is somehow inaccessible. Since ancient time, it has been a symbol of power and religious status, loved by people of high rank and status on both the East and West. The reason now became the symbol of the highest rank that was a plant, Murasaki root, from which the color purple derived its name, was extremely difficult to cultivate and was highly prized. Purple is also the shortest wavelength of light visible to humans, and its wavelength is known to stimulate the photorestorative enzyme in cells, thereby repairing DNA damage. It is also effective for the lymphatics and immune systems, headaches and tired eyes, and is suitable for insomnia and mental stress relief. It was made into a more sophisticated image evoking the sense of feminism, mysterious, and sensuality. Purple is a color that shines so vividly because of the sunlight shine straight at night. Please incorporate contain it into your life effectively. The color purple has often been regarded as a symbol of wealth and power, but the dye used to produce it did not have elegant beginnings, and ancient people living along the coast of the Mediterranean Sea first discovered how to make the dye from murex snail. Small sea animals are with hard shells, and like other snails, murex and Murex snail as give off a strong smelling liquid that changes the color when it comes into contact with air and light. From this liquid, the people produced the purple dye. If we visited the place where the dye was produced, we might still be able to see the shells of murex snails. Let us hope we cannot smell them. The color purple is closely associated with Japan, and this is a color that evokes the image full of mystery. It is often associated with the image of nobility, elegance, charm, and mystery, and has a strong role in creating something for the receiver. Since there are relatively few associated with purple compared to other colors, it is often used with abstracted con- connotations and design. It can evoke a sense of mystery and artistry, but on the other hand, because it is a color that is neither red for passion nor blue for intelligence, it can also have an image of being introvert and difficult to understand. However, purple, like silver and gold, is a color with a sense of luxury, elegance, and specialness. And if used carefully in combination with other colors, it can help create a design that leaves a lasting impression. What is the psyche of people who like the color purple? Although the color is universal, the psychological impact of the color is said to be slightly different in different cultures. Some people may perceive it purple in a bad way, as it is held to be an unappetizing color. When you see purple and feel noble and arrogant, it is a sign that your psychological state is positive. On the other hand, if you find purple difficult to handle, you may be experiencing a negative psychological state. If there is a moment when I feel this is unacceptable and listens to something the other person says or does, it will want to leave the place. I may think that I am narrow-minded about this, but if I decided that this is not worth it to be with them, even if I have to put up with them, it is probably in the nature of people who like the color purple to be able to break off more easily than I might think. Just as our favorite color differ from person to person, the stimuli and emotions received from colors will be related to the psychological background of the recipient. Each color has its own characteristic and appearance that has no small influence on human behavior and psychology. Have you ever wondered why you like this color or that question when choosing clothing? Psychology for people who like the color purple tends to be that they tend to keep to themselves, value their own world. Psychologically aware of the abstracted image they give to their surroundings, noble or mysterious or intellectual, sensitive purple thing is included grape, violets, castor, beans, all of which are easily impressed. Unlike the pink or white, purple has a unique color effect. It shows the person's mood and should be used well for the right occasion. The havings are the fulfilling and growing rich. I believe that if I pay attention to the havings, I will see the world around me differently from the world of not the world. I believe that this emotion, the vibration, will gradually change the world. Positive emotions that are commensurate with this will naturally appear. If I don't know who I really am, what will I eat? What will I wear? How will I work? Where will we travel and what will I experience there? Will we visit? I may have travelers are getting lost in myself, so I buy what everyone else is buying and I started to imitate it, what everyone else is doing, going and imitating the consumer behavior that everyone else is doing. We need to think, this is me. What do I really want to do? Think hard. Take time for introspection to get to know ourselves better. I really needed to spend some time alone. Isn't it the ability to know myself an important self-understanding skill for happiness? The author is Blue Ashes, reading at how beautiful our planet is. People, let us preserve and increase this beauty, not destroy it anymore. I enjoy the rich colors spectrums of the earth. It is surrounded by a light blue oleos that gradually darkens, becoming as a turquoise, dark blues, violet, and finally coal black.